Hello, Dr. Bushore at Balcones Dermatology Aesthetics. We're going to be talking about the difference between male and female faces. This is an interesting picture that I was able to take while watching the movie called Mission Impossible, and it helps show a male versus female in one picture. So the difference is we can start from the top to the bottom. It even starts with the forehead. So you can see with a female there's more of a slope to the forehead. Men it's more flat, but there's always this prominent brow bone. You'll see it's very common in male celebrities that are found to be attractive, this prominent brow bone. Temples, it's interesting because I've been told in the past that temples are very important for a male, that a full temple is very masculinizing. But I can see that by looking at these pictures, I've learned that women having a full temple actually is more important than a male. You can see that there's more of a lateral prominence to the cheekbone here for men versus women, and then anterior cheek fullness for women versus men. And then the prominence of the jaw is fine for women and for men, does not make a difference. Chin, for men, we want a more wider chin, and we'll get into that more as we go through these pictures. So here's a picture of Josh Brolin. He's turning 50. You can see that he's got a prominence of this brow bone here. The lateral cheek that looks good. We don't have much in terms of anterior cheek, and there's not much in terms of a full temple, and it looks great. So a full temple in a male is just not that important. We do want to maintain the orbital rim and maintain bone structure. I think these things are very important for men. They talk about as men age that there's the terms used chiseled, and I think it's because you can start to see as some of that soft tissue leaves, you can see more of the bone starting to show through. So if we're ever going to do filler for men, it's not a soft tissue replacement as much as it is trying to maintain the bony structure and support for the face. Again, a wider chin also is very masculine. And then for Ryan Reynolds, very attractive to many women. He's got this prominent brow bone again, very prominent. Temples, not so much. So it's just, I don't know that temples are super important for attractiveness in men. And he does have a good chin here. But this brow bone is a very common thing that I did seem to notice when I was looking for male celebrities. I don't know if anybody's got this guy beat on a brow bone. Super prominent brow bone. My wife finds this guy very attractive, so maybe I should be doing some more. But the prominent brow bone is very masculine and can be very important in terms of maintaining masculine features. It's important that not only we treat men that we're doing these things, but when we treat women, we make sure that we don't do this and we don't create this as a problem in terms of we do filler incorrectly. Again, this is John Hamm, and he's got the prominent brow bone here as well. You can see the light reflection over the brow bone. Not much in terms of temples, and then the prominent chin. Those are probably the most important things in terms of masculine features. In terms of, again, we're not trying to make people look 20, it's just maintaining looking good for your age. And so if we can do these things, maintain that skeletal structure, those are probably the most important things for men going forward. We're not going to fill faces with tons of filler. It's just not something that's practical. And then we got somebody for all ages. We got Roger Moore. Again, you can see this prominent brow bone, a good chin. Temples, not as important. So these are the important things in terms of male celebrities in terms of masculine features. In terms of women that are 50, I think Connie Nielsen looks great. What's nice is that as she's aged, things have softened. I'll show a picture of when she was younger, but she's got this nice oval shape to her face. Her brow, she does not have a prominent brow bone. She's got you can see as the light reflection goes all the way through here. There's no shadow. This can be a very important thing to treat if we do start to see this in women, to kind of replace this so that they do look more feminine. But she's got this nice oval shape to her face and a narrow chin. Again, oval shape, and then that smooth forehead right here. You can see this is a picture when she was younger. I find this interesting because there's something about it that does look a little more masculine, and I think it's because of the prominence of this lateral cheekbone, this little angle that happens right here. And I think if we take this little angle out, that she does, it kind of softens her appearance. So you can see as she got older, this disappeared, and there's more of a rounded appearance to her lateral face that makes her look more feminine. And then this is a picture of my medical assistant Amelia, and so she was having this shadow starting to show up in her forehead, and so we did put some filler in her forehead here and was able to change that light reflex so that there's no longer a shadow, smooth this out, and it helps with a more feminine appearance. So little things that can make a big difference that you may not notice the difference between male versus female, but you're probably going to start to notice the brow bone on men now as you start looking at male celebrities. But it's one of those things that kind of lets us know that maybe this is one of those things that is found to be attractive.